6:04 p.m. Madam Clerk, can we do roll call?
Director Burnworth? Here. Director Goodfellow? Here. Director Bedard? Director Proctor? Director Berker?
Here.
Director Valdez? And Director Garcia.
Here.
Would everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Ready?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll move on to consider approval of the agenda. In the case of emergency, items may be added to the agenda by a majority vote of the Board of Directors. An emergency is defined as a work stoppage, crippling disaster, or any other activity that severely impairs public health, safety, or both. Items on the agenda may be taken out of sequential order as their priority is determined by the Board of Directors. The Board may take action on any item appearing on the agenda. For a motion to approve the agenda.
I so move. A second.
I have a motion by Goodsell, a second by Berker. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Now we'll move on to public comments. At this time, the board will hear comments on any agenda item. If a person wishes to be heard, they shall stand and address the president, identify themselves, and state the subject for the floor comment. Time limit for each speaker is 3 minutes total. A total of 15 minutes shall be allocated for each item for all members of the public. The board may find it necessary to limit the total time allowable for all public comments on items not appearing on the agenda at any one meeting to 1 hour. Do we have anybody here to make a public comment? Seeing none, I'll move on to the consent calendar. Any member of the board, staff, or public may request that items for the consent calendar be removed for discussion. Items so removed shall be acted upon separately immediately following approval of items remaining on the consent calendar. Do you have a motion for the consent?
I make a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Do you have a second?
A second.
I have a motion by Garcia and a second by Berker. I had 2 seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Now we move on to item 8, board comments, reports on meetings, events attended by directors, and authorization for director attendance at upcoming meetings and events. Do we have any brief reports by directors on meetings and events attended?
I guess I did have an opportunity to go kind of update the Hopewell City Council with their last meeting. So, that was it.
Do you have any other updates for board members? And we'll move on to report by education and ad hoc. Education and outreach ad hoc committee.
Yeah, we have a couple of things to report on. Our new website we have under development is almost complete. It's more of a WordPress format, which is going to allow us to do more than what we currently have. Also on that website, we're going to have some question and answer fact sheets, basically. And those have already been prepped as well to be on that new website, and it'll also be available in Spanish as well. And that would conclude what we have right now, but they've been busy at work, and so I'd like to thank them for that as well.
Awesome. Then reports for AB 918 negotiation committee. I would say that the negotiations with the City of El Centro and ECRMC are still ongoing. I just got confirmation that our next meeting is November 20th. And then, with that, do we have any more updates? With that, we'll go to an update on the urgent care.
I'll take that one. So we had the inspector from the cleaning department come over on the 5th, and they give us they approved our permit for occupancy to the 5th. And we had 3 items that they wanted us to rectify. Number 1 was to restrict the 88 parking spaces on the Mary Avenue side. Those have been completed as of a couple of days ago. The other one was an American address on the building of Quantum Mary. Currently, the numbers only show from one side, so they went in on both sides, so the builder ordered the numbers, and they're gonna come in hopefully by early next week, and they'll be installed. He gave us 90 days to correct them, but we wanted them out of the way immediately. And then the last one was to cut off, there was a pipe coming out of the ground for the EV charging station preparation. That's been addressed and capped, and so that was on the north side, so that one is, it's ready to go. On the south side, if you recall, they were waiting for the jams at the north. The jams came in, and they're almost done finishing all the drywall inside. They're gonna cover flooring, and once the doors come in, hopefully in the next month or so, they'll be able to complete that side as well.
When can the tenant move in to the north side of the building?
On the north side, once the board gives the go-ahead, I just wanted to do one final walkthrough of the building. Chris and I were gonna go tomorrow to have a meeting in Calexico, and unless anyone wanna come, we could go do a walkthrough, and if anyone wanna come and do the walkthrough with us, it'll be with the builder. Okay, that's all, thanks.
Any other questions? Any board? Any Thomas?
Quick question. Has Dr. Tyson indicated as to once we give him the green light, how soon he'd be able to start providing services there?
Yeah, so he found out that we have an occupancy permit on the 5th, so his staff wanted to start moving stuff into the building, but they wanted to store on the south side. I did not want to allow that because we still have occupancy on it, so it was a judgment call. But they are going to go on Monday and start installing fiber optics. So they have some connections to do, but he is aware, and I'll be meeting with him and his staff. Hopefully after Chris and I talk tomorrow, we'll give him a call together and find out what the next steps are. But I know that they want to start moving in as soon as possible.
Yeah, the sooner they can move in, the sooner they can open on the north side. So
Yes.
I know their goal is by the beginning of January. Next year.
Thank you.
Now we'll move on to the Borough Council update.
Just a short update for today to remind the board and let the public know that there is a hearing on the Pioneers Action set for December 12th on another demur, and a motion for preliminary injunction. We got served with Pioneers' motion for preliminary injunction today. So we will figure that out with the Attorney General's office. And reminder to the board that we have options for potential policies that we could bring back as we continue to move through both negotiations with ECRMC and El Centro, and just regular board meetings. We don't have a couple policies that we might want to think of revisiting at some point in the next month or two, which is the board expense compensation policy and procurement policy, just stuff to consider.
Thank you. Do you have any items for the future agenda? And with that, I'll adjourn this meeting at 6:12 p.m. Until our next regularly scheduled meeting on December 12th.